Hello, my name's Keegan. I'm the pharmacist. How can I help you today?
Hey there. I have a wart that's been on my thumb for the past couple months, and I'm wanting something that will get rid of it pretty quickly. And I don't really know what to look for.
Yeah, of course. Are you on any medications at all?
Yeah, I take sertraline 50 milligram.
Okay, perfect. And you just want it gone as quickly as possible?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me go grab something for you. All right, I got it right here. The medication I'm going to recommend you, just due to its wide availability, is Dr. Scholl's Freeze Away Wart Remover. This essentially is just cryotherapy. If you've ever heard of that, it'll just freeze off the wart
Right.
in that specific area. Essentially, how it works is that it'll spray this cooled propellant onto the wart, and then that will just form a blister beneath it. And as the blister expands, it will cut off the blood supply to the wart, and the wart will then fall off.
All right.
So it is a bit complicated how to use it. I'll go over it as slow as possible. But just a few things to be aware of first. Prior to use, you do have to wash your hands. You'll also wash them after use as well. You'll just want to soak the area for around 5 minutes. And where was it you said? The
It's
wart?
on my thumb.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can just soak that there. And since you already did wash your hands, just dry it off after you soak it since it already is clean.
Okay.
Another thing to be aware of, don't use this near heat sources because the propellant in here is flammable.
Okay.
Now moving on to the product, as you can see here, there's this white applicator, and you will apply it to the blue nozzle right here, and then you'll twist it clockwise like so, and this will lock the mechanism.
Okay.
And this is just the pressurized can, is what they call it. Next, you'll connect the pressurized can to the activator, which actually has the chemical that will freeze your hand. So in order to connect it, you'll flip the activator upside down, and you'll press the pressurized can onto these 3 dots right here. Once you line those up with the 3 dots, you'll just press them together and then hold for 2 to 3 seconds. It will make a hissing noise. That essentially is just the product filling and freezing the applicator, which is what you will apply directly to your wart. Once that's finished, you'll go ahead and press the tip of the applicator on the wart for a maximum of 20 seconds since it is on your hand. You may experience aching, stinging, and or itching during this time. That's just the process of the wart freezing. It's totally normal. After that 20 seconds or prior to that, you'll go ahead and remove the applicator from the pressurized can 2 minutes after, turning counterclockwise, and this is just to let the product warm back up to room temperature. You don't want to freeze other parts of your hand.
Okay.
And then you'll only discard the applicator only after each use, and that's just to prevent any spreading of the wart to anywhere else on your body. And that being said, don't touch the applicator to anything once you take it off. Just throw it away and then wash your hands. In terms of how long it takes, this is definitely the quickest action of the available medications. It takes 10 to 14 days typically for the wart to fall off after using. However, if your wart does persist after that time period, you can go ahead and repeat 14 days after your initial one. And you can do that for up to 3 uses. If it does stay after 3 uses, you'll want to stop it and call your doctor right away. And also don't treat any other warts either, as you'll want to speak to your doctor about that. Also, don't combine with any other wart removal methods. That may just irritate your skin more.
Okay.
Right, and then as this medication is working, don't puncture or scratch your blisters at all. That may cause an infection in the area. A way to mitigate this is just covering it with a bandage would be perfectly fine. And then just some ways to self-monitor. Your skin might change color from red when it starts to get cold to white once your skin around the wart is dying. A blister will form under the wart with an aching and stinging sensation. That is normal. That being said, if the aching and stinging does persist for up to or after 3 days, you'll want to contact your doctor as well for next steps. And then also, if you do see an infection in the area, this may appear in the form of pus or it feels hot to the touch. You'll also want to contact your doctor and stop the medication. Storage for this product, you'll just want to store in a cool, dry area away from any heat, like I said. Drug interactions with your sertraline, there's no other drug interactions with it, and it's perfectly fine with any diet, so nothing to worry about there.
Okay.
And if you do happen to miss a dose, since you only use it once every 14 days maximum, if you haven't used it for 14 days, you can just take it right away. And then also, it has to be less than 3 applications to each wart. And I know that was a bunch of information, but would you mind repeating the important parts back to me?
Yes. Like, surely there'll be directions on how to put it together.
Of course, yeah.
I don't really remember any of that. So I do know you're just going to touch the applicator to the wart for no more than 20 seconds. Wash my hands before I apply it. Make sure that they're dry. Before I apply it, I can only use it like once every 14 days and then no more than 3 times. And if it doesn't go away by the 3rd application, I need to call my doctor.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, sir.
Or what other questions do you have for me?
None that I could think of.
Okay, perfect. I hope this works for you. Have a nice day.
Thanks.